Okay, we missed the crossover a little bit here, but if it pulls back down, we'll try to grab it right in here. Or if it pulls back all the way to the green line, we're working with a 20 weighted against a 40 simple. On 15-second buy. Well, I missed this crossover, so I'm going to have to find another one. It's a little bit late pressing the record button. And so we're looking for a crossover 15-second candles, 15-second buy. This one's a little dangerous. We might buy a little bit right there. On the pullback, buy some more. And we'll try to buy more on the pullback. But this one's kind of going sideways a little bit, as you can see by the intertwining of the moving average lines. So we got in about almost 9 or 10 buys, and a lot of those went our way, maybe all of them. Okay, so right here, those all went our way, and except for the first one. So we got a bunch of wins there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins, 1 loss. Okay, so we are again doing 15-second candles, 15-second buys, multiple buys on the 15-second expiry, 20 on the weighted moving average, which gets us here a little bit earlier to the crossover, and then the 40 is simple. It's a little bit slower on the 40. If we look at the 20 and the 40, both simple, what we end up with sometimes works right here, but you can see it kind of went against us here, and then there was no crossover here that we can see right now. Now this one did come down. It might have worked, but then of course it went the other way, so it's hard to tell. So if we use the weighted, usually it will get us in a little bit quicker right about here instead of here in this case. So sometimes that really pays off. Here's some crossovers here. This one looks pretty solid. This one looks great, and also this one looks great as well. No crossover there. Great crossover here, most likely awesome. This one looks great. And then this one and this one. This one looks kind of scary right here. And this one goes kind of sideways. So you can break even here, or you might lose. And so we're seeing a lot of good crossovers. Let's see if we can find another good cross. So we're kind of just hunting them. We're on the OTC market. This one might prove to be pretty good. Getting some long wicking candles, so we got to be careful. On this crossover, we can analyze that it came down, but then we did have a pull up here. That would have been probably a pretty good opportunity. This one has the pull down, but then it has the pull up for 30 seconds before it pulls back down. So this one here, it's hard to tell how early you might get in. Yeah, you might have got in pretty early. So you kind of have to look at these and take it with a grain of salt. And these crossovers. This one here you could have won eventually, but you would have lost some probably. Okay, we really don't like these long wicking candles, but nonetheless we are seeing some opportunities. So we're going to take this. We're starting with 1075 on our balance. So we're going to go ahead and wait for this crossover here. Okay, we'll start buying up, and when it pulls against us, we'll still buy more. We can only do 20 buys at a time. Balance on the demo is 1075. Okay, we see a level right here. And if this level breaks here, then that'll be nice too. Okay, we're going to set up for the cross. We didn't get to, okay, we're going to start buying here on this pullback. We like to buy right at the crossover if we can. And then we're going to buy up slowly there in hopes that this might continue. That doesn't always happen like that. So far it's going our way, and we are picking up wins at the crossover where we bought way down here, sometimes that strategy does pay off. Okay, we got a little bit fortunate here. Everything went our way, and we just got a really good push through. We could try to buy a little bit if this red comes all the way back to the green, but at the same time we're taking a little bit of a chance. But we do have a level here, and we could try it, but honestly we should just walk away with the win. But let's go ahead and mark in the level down here, if I can find it for you, way down here. Now we did have a false breakout, so that's a problem. I'm going to mark these points. Honestly, we could probably mark this steeper at this point. I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to also mark this corner. And we're coming back to that. We should be getting some resistance right here. And the question is how much resistance? Because we have the green moving average, and then we have this. Now it broke that resistance line. It's coming down. I'm going to start taking it down. I'm going to stick with the down proposition since it already broke it once. And we are taking chances, of course. I see resistance there at the top, but it could break back up to the upside. We don't know. Okay, now here we are here. We had a good breakthrough. That resistance was totally broken down. If it pulls back to here, I might go ahead and take it down again. Ooh, that was a big push. So we don't know. This one might continue on the up. So if it pulls back there, I'm going to take it back up. So now we're just kind of doing a guessing game, which is not that great. But we did have this big impulse right here. So if that impulse continues, we might can pick up some good wins. And it did continue, but now we need to see if it will follow through. We have a gap, which is a great signal. And if it pulls back to here, I'll buy on the gap up. But we have a lot of movement in the candle. We're already way up to 1668. If it pulls back to here on this line, then I will buy it going up one more time. But I missed the point of entry down here, so I'm just going to leave those set where they are. And it came back again. I feel like it's going to keep pulling back all the way to here or here, but I'll still maybe take it up. Okay, so I was hoping it would pull all the way back to down here, but this giant gap held. Some of the ones we bought on that gap are holding. And so that's a gap strategy. Sometimes if I see a big gap, I'll just go ahead and try to buy it at the gap, in the direction of the gap. Okay, we're going to end this session at 1787 with some pretty interesting strategies. I'm going to get rid of my trend line for now. And that's it. Thanks guys and gals for the demonstration. We will talk to you later.